Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassidy. I'm a homeschool mom to a beautiful 4-year-old boy, and I'm currently 28 weeks, 1 day pregnant with my beautiful girl. And I'm just gonna show you what I look like at exactly 28 weeks. I was like, why does this look weird? Because you always go like this, I don't know. And then shirt up. I don't have a belly button anymore. This is 28 weeks, people. I'm huge. Huge. So, I didn't really do any pregnancy updates, I think, since like 18 weeks, because I didn't really have anything to talk about. But I ended up getting my blood work yesterday or the day before. And my my blood work, wow, I have the worst, like, I'm a ditz to begin with, but like, the pregnancy brain is fully setting in. I'm gonna leave that in too, because, you know what, it's every day for me. The blood work came back. She called me today, which is like, within 48 hours at least. She goes, I got your blood work back from yesterday. I was like, I'm diabetic. She goes, no, you're not diabetic. Okay, good. Because the reason I went to get blood work is because I need to get my glucose test, but I have a terrible phobia of needles, which like only gets worse. Like, even if you conquer your phobias, it's still a phobia. It's still there. So she goes, you have to get all these tests done before 28 weeks. So I went 27 weeks, 6 days, or like 5 days. I called them and I said, you just take my blood there? I said, I don't want to go to Life Labs. And they're like, yeah, we can do that. I said, do you have the butterfly needle? They said, yes. So I went over to I have a midwife. That's why I went to the midwife center. So anyway, fast forward, I said, I'm a diabetic. She goes, no, you're not diabetic, which is good. She goes, your iron levels are in your boots. And I was like, my boots? What does that mean? And then she's like, you're very anemic. She said that my ferritin is at 7 and my hemoglobin is at 94. And she goes, you're anemic. And I'm like, that's why I'm so tired. I was like, I'm not lazy. She goes, you're not lazy. So then she goes, you could do this or you could do that or blah blah blah. Are you taking an iron supplement now? And I said yes, and I was taking like 37.5 milligrams of ferret. Hang on. I was taking that. I'm supposed to be a nutritionist. I don't know. Gluconate just taking that. But I'd forget to take it, so I'd like take it sometimes. And sometimes I take 3 and sometimes I take 1. But at least I was like trying to take it. And as I was taking obviously like a prenatal and stuff, and I was eating lots of steak, like a lot of steak. Like if you know me, you know I was eating steak like all the time, especially like in the first and second trimester. I was eating a lot of red meat. I told Damien there wasn't enough oxygen in my blood, and he's just like, you just have to breathe more. Like, I hate you. So she said, go to Tim on Tim's Whole Health. I said, oh, I know Tim, because that's where I get all my supplements, because I think he's really great. I also got a lot of my like fall haul health, whatever was in that vlog. I got most, if not all of my stuff at Tim's Whole Health on Waterloo. So anyway, went to Tim's Whole Health, talked to Tim, and I told him my midwife sent me, and so I explained myself, and he goes, yeah. He goes, that's because your midwife knows what I know, and it's really bad. He goes, picture it like your hemoglobin is like your checking account, and the bottom is 80. He goes, after 80, you're gonna need a blood transfusion. And he goes, you're at 94, and you've not even given birth yet. Once you give birth, you lose a lot of blood. So he goes, then you go into your savings account once your checking account runs to 80. You go to your stores, which is your ferritin. So your ferritin should be at, I feel like, I can't remember what a ferritin is supposed to be at. I know your hemoglobin is supposed to be at 120, but I think your ferritin is supposed to be at like 15 for pregnant people. And then the bottom, like the baseline, is 5. Mine's at 7. So he's like, you've got next to nothing. And he goes, he's like trying to really educate me on the dangers of being anemic. And he's telling me about all the different health issues that I can have. All the different health issues that Kaya, the baby, can have. And he told me to take this. And it's Integrative Therapeutics Iron Complex. And it has liquid liver fractions. Oh, he asked me if I was vegan, and I said no. He said, good. I was like, I used to be vegan for a little bit. And he was just like, I was like, is that vegan? He goes, well, there's a little bit of liver fractions. We'll just ignore that. And I was like, okay, because I'm not vegan right now. And also, the first ingredient is liver fractions. So then he said that you can get 2 types of iron, plant and blood. And we tend to like blood iron. We absorb it better. I don't know what this is. I keep like having, I think it's like indigestion. Folate, 200 milligrams. Vitamin B12, 100 milligrams. Vitamin C, 60 milligrams. And iron, 25 milligrams. So he told me to take it twice a day. So I'm a little confused because this one says 37.5 milligrams of iron. And this one says 25 milligrams of iron. But it has liquid liver fractions, 250 milligrams. So what is liquid liver fractions? I'm going to look that up. Liver fractions is livers. It's livers of animals. It says liver extract, a solution made from animal livers, was once a go-to treatment for a variety of health problems. The extract is high in many vitamins, especially B12. B12 is responsible for keeping nerves and blood cells healthy and making DNA. Liver extract is also a rich source of iron and folic acid. I guess that makes sense. I mean, you know what? It's better than a blood transfusion because a person blood versus an animal blood. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. It's gross. Medicine is gross. So anyway. So, and then he's like, are you taking any other medication? I said no. And he goes, are you taking any other supplements? I said no. He's like, you're not? And I was like, oh, like when I was sick, I took vitamin D. And he's like, you need to be taking vitamin D every day. And then he like went on this huge thing about vitamin D. I guess he's really passionate about it, which is great. Everybody should have a passion. And then so he's like, I'm not trying to sell you vitamin D. I was like, I buy my vitamin D here anyways. So he's like, oh, I'll give you a free thing of vitamin D. So he gave me this, Natural Factors vitamin D. So he said, he actually gave it to me for free, and he asked the person to write on it what I need to be taking. So I need to be taking 2 at supper. She wrote this. And then this one, 1 supper, 1 breakfast. And then he's just like, he's like, the vitamin D is on me, but you need to take your iron. You need to take your supplements. He's like, it could be really, really bad. And like, he talked to me for like quite a while about all the possible risks about me not correcting this, which freaked me out. And then I was like, you done scared me. He goes, good, I did my job. So yeah, go to Tim if you need someone to kick you in the pants. So yeah, I'll be correcting my anemia now. And yeah. Pretty much that's it. Nothing else exciting is happening. I feel fine, except that I'm exhausted all the time. Like, genuinely exhausted. Like, wish that I could physically have the energy to do something. It is not a mental block. I physically feel like I can't. Because I'm kind of huge, so restricted movement. And like, I'm too tired. There's not enough oxygen in my blood. So. And a little bit of nausea has come back. But other than that, I feel great. Sugar. When? And Daniel's doing great also. You are. You're doing great. We had a Halloween party at school. school. Homeschool. We call it his school. But he's like homeschooled kind of thing. Whatever. Anyway, tangent. So yeah, that's my video. I'm pretty sure that's everything. I'll just give you some updates on some baby milestones. So this is my app. It's called What to Expect. And it says that I am 28 weeks, 1 day. She's the size of a head of lettuce. This says, "You're a little dreamer. Your baby begins to experience REM, rapid eye movement, sleep, which means it's very likely that she is dreaming. Baby can blink. So far, your baby's eyes have been shut tight. Now she can open and close her eyes, complete with brand new fluttering eyelashes. Making faces. Fetuses often stick out their tongue at this age. No one is exactly sure why, but it's possible your baby is tasting amniotic fluid." That's it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.